The new Netflix trailer for Inside the Manosphere by Louis Theroux, which is dropping March 11th. But not the whole thing. I just want to show you some key moments here that I'm excited about. I hope they don't do me dirty. I would be disappointed. So there's a couple things to break down. I was speaking about this before. I was wondering what they were going to include from my time there. One thing that I could definitely tell here, and this is my observation, is that he was definitely leaning into the fact, and I could tell he was performing. I told this to Louis. I could see he's a content creator too. And so what he's trying to do is position himself like, I'm the liberal soy boy, and these are the toxic manosphere. And at the time I was doing my daily vlogs. I was doing Project X. I was in New York City. And he wasn't really getting what he was looking for. And so I started to dial it up for him because I wanted to help him out. You know, he came out there, he had a big crew, and it wasn't as toxically masculine as he was expecting. So I tried to ramp it up a bit. And he showed a part of our debate where we were debating about transgenderism. And I thought he wasn't going to put it in because I crushed him. But it's in the trailer where you can see when I smile at the camera like this, we're standing outside. I don't know how he asked about Gorlock the Destroyer. And I mentioned like, yeah, I mean, I have no problem with Gorlock, but that's a dude. You know, Gorlock was born a man. And he's like, well, you just use the pronouns. I'm like, I'm not going to change the English language and change my vocabulary to appeal someone's feelings. And he goes, he did that throughout the documentary, the trailer. He keeps going, instead of making an argument, he just makes a face, kind of like Jim Halpert in The Office. I wasn't streaming. I didn't get any content out of this. I was just, you know, wanted to help him out. I have respect for documentarians, for film.
Whose appeal has proved irresistible.
So yeah, I remember they were looking for more B-roll. And I was trying to, because I'm also a filmmaker, right? And we're going around the city. This is in Soho, or this is Nolita, actually. This is Nolita, that neighborhood close to Soho. And he's like, we need B-roll. He's like, why don't you shadow box? I was like, oh, okay, I get it. He wants me to lean into like masculine stuff. And so I was like, all right. And of course, that's the first thing that they used in the trailer was that. Out of everything. Keep going.
Young fans.
Aura, Angola. They had to blur out all their faces. I'm sorry, because he made him sign a bunch of waivers, right? But Netflix is different than streaming, so he had to blur all these. Shout out to these guys right here. You know, they came up, and I was wondering if he was going to put this in too. It does make me look good. There were some other debates I had with women in the street. One girl called me a misogynist. That's definitely going in. That's exactly the content he was looking for. But I'm happy this made it in. And then there's another moment. Oh yeah, this clip.
It's acceptable.
Fuck the woman! Fuck the woman!
What? What have I done? This is 3 years old at this point. You guys have seen this before, right? This is in 2023, and that is one of the most viral clips. This is like the way they talk on Call of Duty. They don't actually mean that. They're joking around. I think the last one is here.
The road.
Not really. Do you think Satanists are running the world?
Absolutely.
You know what I should have said here? And now, after people have seen the Epstein files, Louis Theroux realizes everybody knows this is true. This is pre-Epstein files. I'm saying Satanists control the world. Baal worshippers, Moloch worshippers. Before, that was a little bit more conspiratorial and crazy. That's why I put it in the trailer, because it makes it seem like this is a crazy thing. Now, can anybody refute that? Can anybody be like, oh no, actually Satanists are just like a small little sect of edgy people? No. Looking forward to this. Hopefully I can get that watch party done.